Hello everyone, hi, welcome to another Art of Rally Weekly Challenge, recording this on a Monday for a change, because I anticipate myself to be incredibly busy tomorrow. I don't know why I do, but I just do. So, if memory serves me well, the leaderboards for this are completely... Okay, I preloaded the leaderboard so we don't have to sit around waiting them, but my leaderboard is broken. I can't explain why. It just shows me there. It doesn't show me anyone else around me like it does in like the weeks before, which is extremely weird. I don't know why that is, but I guess it is what it is. So looking at this week's one, I haven't set a time yet. Okay, something has to be up there that the leading time is like 4 minutes ahead of anyone else. Well, they're almost like 3 minutes ahead of, but like likely gonna be 4 minutes ahead of us. Something has to be up there, but we're gonna ignore that. We're gonna move on. Racing in Germany today. Yeah, something's really up with the leaderboards lately. I don't know why, but I should really raise a ticket or something for that on their on their Discord. What are we racing in today? It's the same car from last week. It's the double spoilers. I believe this is a Russian-based car. It's got a really satisfying sound from it. Incredibly satisfying sound to it. Feels great to drive as well. The thing just... when you just lower your foot in through the accelerator, it sounds like you're in a wind tunnel, dude. It's so good. It's so satisfying. Even just on those downtips that it's such a good sounding car. So far I'm having a pretty good time out with this. I don't think anything's changed in terms of whether I'm like actually like playing the game better. I don't feel like I'm playing the game any different to what I usually do every week. The only difference is that last weekend I played a little bit of F1 2021, so maybe I'm a little bit dialed in. Shame I wasn't on that last stream because DNF'd again at the Spanish Grand Prix Barcelona. Hopefully we're going to have another race this weekend. Unfortunately, the next one in our F1 21 co-op career with Yoso is Monaco. I'm incredibly not looking forward to that. Just because it's Monaco and neither of us can ever seem to just nail a clean lap on it, so I think the idea is for it that we're just going to like simulate the entirety of free practice. We're just going to do qualifying in the race and hopefully get in and out of there as early as possible. Probably we're going to do the same thing with Baku, maybe to a lesser extent, not decent. James, come on. You already speak English. You know what you're saying. You really have no need to be tripping over your words like that. Ooh, that's hitting the bank at a really awkward angle. That's a really awkwardly angled bank. There must be signs up there or something that I must have hit that just are really invisible when you turn around. Because I really just did not expect to roll there. Caught it a bit late on the braking, but that ended up actually being a pretty good hairpin. well happy about that. Speaking of things I'm well happy about, yesterday, well, maybe I'm not well happy about it, but you know what? I caved to the pressure of my own brain and Twitch meta society in general, and resubscribed to Final Fantasy XIV. So I'm expecting to lose lots of hours there. For some reason, maybe it's just me, but just like I don't really want to stream that game. I want that game to be a me game, because at the minute I'm just like, it's super grindy, and because I'm still at the Realm Reborn stuff, because I'm an idiot who decided, oh, I want to pay for a subscription instead of just riding the free trial out until the end of Heaven's Ward. So, like a fool, I paid beforehand, before I ever needed to. Again, this is the broken leaderboard thing. This, we're number 1, we're 1%. That's not true. I'm already, like, I'm already a minute 3 behind the leader, who I already have my doubts about the legitimacy of their time, mind you. But yeah, I'm just gonna play Final Fantasy for my own enjoyment, really and truly. It's just like, unless you're constantly running dungeons or raids and running them really good, like, the content just, I don't know, it just, whoa, I'm going way too hard there. Oh, that's bad. It just doesn't strike me as a fun game to watch when you're just doing, you know, the PvE open world grind and doing fetch quests. It doesn't really strike me as a fun time, so I'm just like, okay, well, why would it be fun for other? Okay, I need to focus on my driving rather than what I'm saying here, because that's the second such mistake, and believe me, it's a common enough mistake to make when you're running the German stages, to just run into those ballers. When, you know, you're not paying attention to what you're doing, you're focusing more on what you're talking about rather than, you know, focusing on the road. And it's an easy trap to fall into. But anyway, I digress. We're talking about Final Fantasy XIV, how it's not exactly... well, I personally don't feel like it's good content to watch, so therefore I'm just not going to produce it. That's kind of where I'm at with that. Where I'm at with the YouTube channel, I'm still very much in a I don't know what to do with this also. Because I've been kind of in a funk with streaming lately. I've been doing it like few and far between. Therefore I got like no VOD content to put up on the channel. And having no VOD content to put up means, you know, there's nothing else to go off. I don't know what I want to play live, which, you know, if I can't decide what I want to play in a live situation, like, I definitely don't know what I want to play pre-recorded. If I want to do like YouTube specific stuff. Besides this is just hear me rant for 15 minutes while I'm playing a game situation. Which, you know, I guess is like, it's like Twitch, but it's pre-recorded instead of, you know, wasting 2 hours of like ranting into the void, and who knows, maybe someone might come along and watch it live. I don't know. I'm just, at the moment I'm really struggling because there's a lot of great content creators out there who are making stuff that I enjoy, and I'm over here feeling I've been making stuff all all summer. I've been trying to keep up with it as much as I can, and just at the end of it, I'm just coming away from it. It's like, I don't know whether I really enjoyed making that or not, and I haven't really got a kind of sense of good feedback from others as to whether they enjoyed watching it. So now I'm kind of stuck in that loop where I don't know where I personally fit on the trying to balance content consumption versus content creation. I would love to be able to put stuff out there that I enjoy and that everyone else also enjoys, but I'm just finding a hard time sitting down trying to do it because I'm enjoying so many other people's content a lot more than I am making my own, which is a bit of a weird situation to find myself in. I would rather not be here, but at the same time I don't have any big ideas as to what it is that I actually want to do, and I don't know if I'll get the time to sit down and follow through on those ideas once I come up with them, which is really unfortunate to say the least. If I do find stuff that I like, and if I do find stuff that I want to move forward with, oh my god, that's such an amateur mistake right there. But I would say chances are if I do find something, it's going to be 100% on Twitch. Or at least on Twitch first and then VOD to YouTube later. Because I definitely don't have time right now to like sit down and do both live stuff and pre-recorded YouTube specific stuff in the evenings. So like a lot of nights I come home now from work and I'm just absolutely exhausted. I'm just completely zonked out, and I just can't fathom the idea of having to be quote unquote switched on for another 2 or 3 hours while quote unquote working. And I'll be honest with you, oh my goodness gracious me, I hate it. I hate the fact that I just can't sit down and do this, because I would like to like it. I would really like to like making content, but the truth is that I'm struggling right now. And maybe it's just a kind of a, I don't know, like a seasonal affection or something. Maybe it's just because it's summer and there's not a whole raft of interesting new games coming out right now at the present moment. Although it is Madden season right now, which means everything else is going to follow very, very quickly. But at the moment, yeah, I'm kind of stuck for ideas. I was thinking about streaming tonight, and instead I'm recording this today instead of tomorrow, because I know that by the time I come home from work tomorrow evening, I'm probably going to be too tired to record it, and then I'll miss my 6 PM Wednesday post time. And I'm worried about, you know, whether that's going to mess up the algorithm or something like that. But it's just, I don't know, it's just so weird. It's just, like, without saying that it feels like a waste of time, it really does feel like a waste of time. Because, like, it doesn't seem to be gaining any sort of traction at all, and it hasn't been since I quit PGA 2K. That's cutting it far too early for the corner. But yeah, since I stopped playing golf on the channel, it's just been a mess, and I'm very kind of out of the loop in like terms of like what do I do to get myself out of this situation? Anyway. Anyway. Who knows, maybe I'll find something that just kind of flips the switch and I'm just like, hey, I'm super enjoying this and I want to put this forward in front of an audience. Maybe I'll live stream this because I do seem to have a lot of fun playing it. Just, you know, with the career mode already done, I've already streamed the Kenya update. It's like, I don't know what else I should stream. Should I just stream myself constantly doing time trials, trying to push for like track times and such? Is that something that people would be interested in seeing? If it is, let me know in the YouTube comments. Because I could certainly accommodate doing that if you know there was an interest in it. And if that's something that people genuinely want to watch. I can't promise that I'll be good. That's always the big kicker, is that I feel like I'm adequate at games and not good at games, and because of that, that makes it a lot harder for me to kind of attract an audience doing anything. Like, it'd be one thing if I constantly said like, oh, well, I'm top 10 European leaderboards or something like that, and everyone would be like, oh, hey, he's top 10 Europe, like, what's he doing right that I can possibly copy his strats or something like that. Or like, how can I drive like he drives? How can I play like he plays? And I would at least be able to like impart some sort of knowledge or something like that. And, you know, maybe make it like some sort of like educational as well as entertainment. But I just know that like my level of play is just absolutely not there to facilitate that, and it probably never will be at this point. And maybe I just have to resign myself to saying like, hey, number one, you're not as good at games as you thought you were. Number two, you never were as good at games as you thought you were. And number three, maybe you're just not cut out to be a content creator, and you know, maybe that's fine. It's just one of those things that I just have to live with, and you know, we just move on. Anyway, 4 minutes 28 behind on the leaderboard. That's just awful. Which, in truth, 13:07, 14:25. That's only really a minute 20. Because I don't know what Fox the Boss has done right. But, he's top of the leaderboard by 4 minutes. So, I really doubt he done anything special. But anyway, that's going to do it for me for this week. Join me again next week for another Art of Rally Weekly Challenge. Likely another bit of soul searching and complaining, and well, we'll see you then. Take care. Have a good one.